are getting married. Some might say, finally. I have to tell you, and I bet there's a few people out there who thought this day might never happen, much less be a day away. But we couldn't be happier for the both of them. Good things come to those that wait. And the wait has been worth it. Melissa could not be a more bright, beautiful, generous, loving, or caring person, and we feel fortunate to be adding her to our family and being a part of hers. It just doesn't seem that long ago that we were scolding Zach for beating the crap out of our neighbor's mailbox, or taking trips to football or baseball games seemingly all over the country, or going on 4th of July campouts, or being part of the dog pound at Union High School. And who could forget the epic parties and beer pong on Page Street at OU. Of course, conversely, we got calls in the middle of the night as well. On his 21st birthday at 2 a.m., Zach and company needed a ride home because the police wouldn't let them drive. Or when, unbeknownst to his parents, we loaned, as Zach put it, our house to college students for a week while we were in Florida. Those were just a couple of the trials and tribulations that Zach put us through over the years. But through it all, Zach was really an outstanding son. He has been the light of our life. We could not be prouder of the young man he has become. So raise a glass to the bride and groom and help me wish them a life full of love, happiness, health, family, and friends. Cheers. Salud.
Ladies and gentlemen, just want to start out and say welcome. This is going to be a fabulous weekend. I know everybody's traveled either from a few blocks that way or a couple states to get here. But anyways, Zach and Melissa, this is going to be very happy for you guys. And just want to give you a little introductory toast already. But first off, I want to say thank you to Lynn and Gary, and then Rick and Patty for hosting the weekend. Rehearsal, ceremony, I know everything's gonna be top notch. Everything's looking, very good. Everybody's very excited. So to start with this young man right here, if you were to meet him on the street, he'd probably come up to you and say, "Hi, my name is Dr. Zachary Kenneth Bernard." However, that is not how I know this guy. The names he typically goes by: Little Zachary, Zombie Zach, or Dr. Baloney. Give me a second, I'll tell you how these names came about. So starting out, Zach and I met freshman year. We pledged together at the University of Oklahoma, Delta Delta. I know. After the first party, it didn't take long, but I knew we hit it off, and sure enough, we're still great friends today. After that freshman year, we moved together in Del House. We lived across the hall from each other. Following 3 years, me, Zach, Nathan, Austin lived together in 2 different houses, so we had the same roommates for all 5 years of college, pretty much. And it was a great time. All I can say is Robin and Lane, Page Street. You guys might remember that place. To say we had a good time is an understatement. I've been trying to think for weeks an appropriate story that I could share with everybody here about this young man. However, I've still yet to come up with something. Yeah. But flashback on a few memories. There was epic Halloween parties, Cinco de Mayo, playing volleyball every day, Crimson Park, game days at Page Street, kicking down Nathan's door every Thursday night, possibly Friday and Saturday too, or late night shenanigans. You could bet this guy was involved. If you look around on this half of the table, we have a pretty good group of loyal friends to this day. I think a lot of times friends dissipated after college, but we're all still here together. And you know, I think it means a lot for Zach that we're all still hang out, talk, and have the Dirty Dozen group text. But we're not going to go over that. After college, you know, we all had to grow up, get real jobs. Zach, however, decided, you know what? I'm not quite done with college yet. I'm going to go into chiropractic school at Parker. I'm going to be another 3 more years in college. So we're slaving away at our desk jobs, or be flying, or do whatever we're doing. Zach's still living the dream, you know? And not gonna lie, like I said, we're all pretty jealous, but he went through those 3 years, crushed it, and now he's a successful chiropractor. A little bit after that time, majority of us still lived in Dallas. Zach didn't always live that close to the bar. However, you know what? He'd find a way to sleep on my couch, and he earned a bunch of Z-miles that way. Zach Z-miles. Yeah. Anyways, I turned those into some few chiropractic adjustments, but it took most of us, our group, a little while to settle down, but one by one it started happening. However, this guy would do whatever he could not to let anybody settle down. He'd be like, hey man, it's Saturday, let's go to the bar. Or, hey, it's Sunday. You know, your body's still drunk from the night before, let's go to the bar. So, there was this one little Sunday hangout we had. I know these guys remember. This place called Women Bar. Yeah, we like to attend it, and there was a reason why on Sundays it was very special to us. They had bottomless mimosas. So, most normal people go to a bar, you're gonna have bottomless mimosas. Let's say you're gonna have probably 3, 4, 5 drinks. If you were Zach, you had 35 drinks. Yeah, they didn't last very long in business after that. And I'm not sure how any of us made it work at Bunnings, to be honest with you. After that, once a few of us decided to get married, move away, that's when I knew Zach could settle down. That's a lot. We all know he did his best, but you know, it's Zach, you know. He tried. Eventually though, Melissa came along, and the rest is history. I can honestly say, I've never met one woman that could tame this man until Melissa.
It wasn't easy.
I know. Believe me, we know. Zach, with all our friends tonight, you've been a part of all their weddings. All the guys, along with their wives, are excited to give you the same respect that you bestowed on us and all our wedding guests. Right. But I can honestly say, in our 14 years of friendship, Zach's been the most loyal, non-selfish, dependable guys. If I ever need anything, I can call him up. He'd be there, right there for me. Same thing with all you guys and so forth. Melissa, you're getting a great friend, a life partner. And all I can really say to you is, good luck. Just want to raise a toast for Zach and Melissa. Say cheers and Billy Billy.
Hi, everybody. I was a little nervous about getting up here tonight. So this speech is now being sponsored by Don Julio. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Bobby Shaw, and I am so lucky to be Melissa's maid of honor. I want to thank you all for being here to celebrate Melissa and Zach on this special day. And I want to give a big thank you to the parents of the bride and groom for hosting such a wonderful weekend and providing so many open bar tabs. I'm thrilled to be standing next to Melissa on this weekend as she marries the love of her life. Every once in a while, two people meet and you know it's meant to be. You know instantly that the stars have aligned and their paths will bring them together regardless of what the world may throw their way. This was clearly the case 17 years ago when I met Melissa. We met in 9th grade science class and we were instant friends. I quickly come to find that Melissa was easily persuaded. So one fall weekend, I convinced her to come with a group of friends We hit one of our targets a little too early in the evening. We barely smashed one pumpkin before the front porch lights came on and the front door swung open. All the boys that were with us jumped into the neighbor's backyard before they were spotted, but clearly Melissa and I do not have the physical wherewithal to hurdle a backyard fence. Unfortunately for me, I knew the house we targeted, and I also knew her father. So when I heard, "What are you doing, Bobby?" we took off running. I'm not sure who ran first, but as with most things in a relationship, if one does, the other is quick to follow. We eventually had to stop running because we were laughing too hard, and we had no idea where we were. But I knew then that I had found my partner in crime. From high school dances to college graduation to this very day, Melissa, you have been my best friend. We've been there for each other through some of the hardest times of our lives and have been grateful enough to experience some of our best years together. I've thought a million times about how to define the kind of friend you are to me, but I realize there are no words big enough to describe how much I love you. But I will say this, you are the best friend that I could ever ask for, and I'm honored to be sitting next to you this weekend. Zach, we talked about this the other weekend, but I honestly can't remember the first time that we met. But it seems like you've been a part of our lives forever. I don't think I could have created a better partner for Melissa if I tried. You are smart, loyal, funny, adventurous, and patient. But most importantly, you love my best friend the way she deserves to be loved. And I have comfort knowing that Melissa will always have you by your side. This is hard. Melissa, you will now have a new partner. A partner in love and life and everything in between. And because I can't put it better than John Lennon, a dream you dream alone is just a dream, but a dream you dream together, that is reality. And that reality starts right now. So if you would all raise a glass to toast the bride and the groom. May your lives together be long, your days filled with laughter, and your love be as endless as your wedding rings.
Melissa's sister. I'm happy to be closing us out. Oh, I am the matron of honor. Thank you. So, to go back, when I was just a 2-year-old, I would have told you I didn't need a sister. For anyone that knows me well, you know I'm not shy, and you know I love a bit of attention. So, until the age of 2, I had no need for the concepts of sharing. I controlled 100% of my parents' attention. They were literally at my beck and call. Life was great. And then Melissa came along. To say I was underwhelmed would be an understatement. I realized that life had changed. A few years after Melissa joined the family, I decided one afternoon I had enough of her. So I picked her up, I put her in a cabinet, I shut the door, and I knew I would never have to see her again. What I didn't calculate for was my mother hearing her screaming at the top of her lungs. She came rushing to our playroom, and to her horror, she found me calmly playing with my toys, like nothing was wrong, not realizing my plot had been thwarted. But like a wart, she grew on me. We could spend hours in our unfinished Midwestern basement, playing with Barbies or singing along to the Spice Girls on our karaoke machine. When the weather was nice, the majority of our time was spent outside, and my evil, mean older sister streak would still rear its ugly head from time to time. One such time, I helped Melissa get her legs through the swinging rings of our jungle gym, so that she could hang upside down. I then went inside and left her there. This is a theme. She was unable to get herself out, and it wasn't until our sweet neighbor heard her desperate cries, I don't know how much later, that she was released from her suspended hell. Despite my occasional torture, I've always been fiercely protective of Melissa. Many of you might not know that Melissa couldn't pronounce her R's and her L's for many years. Before she conquered them, some of her best and most memorable phrases were, "How rude." She called our dog Charlie Chowie. And of course, I was Emily, her flank. She's always been very small and much sweeter and more empathetic than the rest of us. For all those reasons and then some, she was sometimes unfairly picked on, and like a bull in a china shop, I'd come charging in, ready to sever the head, or more realistically, ruin the reputation of anyone who dare cross her. Nobody picks on my sister but me. Now as we've entered adulthood, I noticed a major shift. Melissa has become fiercely protective of me. I've never had a bigger cheerleader, a better person to call in a time of grief or struggle. In fact, a couple years ago, the cat that Matt and I adopted in Spain and brought back to the U.S., a General McFluffy Butt, yes, I regret letting my husband name our cat, went missing in the woods by our home in Austin. Knowing I'd be a horrible mess, Melissa dropped everything in the middle of the week and drove down. There's another pig. To help me search for him. We entered the woods armed with a backpack, a thermal night vision binocular, and being good Texans, a gun. Two ladies in the woods alone need something to protect themselves. We didn't find him that day, but it was the first day after many tears I found myself laughing again. Melissa is my best friend, my favorite dance partner, and my car dealer. Now, I think we all know Melissa is a special kind of lady, especially energetic, extremely excitable, but more than anything, ambitious, hardworking, kind, and full of vigor. Our family always knew it would take a special kind of man to keep up with her. We realized very quickly that Zach is that man. Zach, you are so patient and so full of love for Melissa. She enjoys nothing more than trying to make you laugh, and we've never doubted that you two are a perfect match. You also fit seamlessly into the Lau clan. I know I've always got my late night champagne drinking buddy if I need it, and you always give up your spot in the bed when I want to cuddle with Melissa. So while it's not official yet, we'll do an early toast for the happy couple. Please raise your glasses to the future Dr. and Mrs. Zach Bernard. Woo!